Good morning. This is what we're doing today. I will be commenting over my time lapse of my trio painting that I've recently finished. All three of my main OCs are in this painting. I really love it. I'm really proud of it, and I thought it would be fun to maybe give a little more insight about the piece and talk about stuff that could be interesting for other artists to know. Let's go! Alrighty, and here we go. Let me full screen this on my end, and I should be good to watch. I'm watching this on my second monitor, by the way, so I can just yap while watching my sketching progress right here. Obviously, you start off with a sketch, as you should always do that, I guess, if you like planning composition and stuff like that. Funnily enough, this was very spontaneous. I did not really plan anything. I just knew that I wanted to make another trio painting of my OCs, which, if you take a look from left to right, it's Lei, Leo, and Ray. I'm starting off with Ray because he's my husband, if you didn't know. That's my man, don't touch him. Starting off with usually I start off with the skin, and by that I mean the face, because the face is my favorite thing to paint. So I usually take a lot of time just doing the faces, and more often than not, I get very lost in the face and forget to do the other parts. But as you can see, I caught the ball very quickly and went onto his jacket, and then I went to make Leo's face, because I was like, okay, let's just get all the faces done so I can have a rough idea where everyone's going to be positioned. And as you will see, Leo's face right now is not very appealing to me, for example. No, that was the wrong. Well, I'm already fumbling. Let's go. It's not very appealing to me, so I'm gonna change it up a lot later on, where I pull up older paintings of Leo to just have a good reference point. Alright, I think this is one of the more longer time lapses, because the other two were very sped up, as you can see. This one is definitely going to be focusing on the hands, as you could tell, as you might have been able to tell. The hands were not really an issue because I'm just that good. Nah, I'm kidding. Basically, what the issue with the hands was, if you take a look, both of Leo and Ray, both of them are using their right hand, and I can't recreate that with my own hands, right? Because how am I supposed to grow another right hand and mimic that same position? So what I had to do was ask my mom to assist me for the posing. I can put up the reference pictures right here. It was definitely not something I wanted to do, but I had to do it, alright? I could have probably 3D model it, but I'm not a 3D modeler, and well, yeah, that's basically the reason why I had to resort to real-life reference again. But it's not an issue. Now, what you will be seeing a lot is me jumping around from thing to thing, because I'm very chaotic while painting. I don't like to focus on one thing. If my eye catches something, I immediately jump to it. I just see something. The reason why I fully rendered the first pair of hands was because I noticed that the reference pic I took for the pair of hands on the left side, Leo and Leo and Lei, I took the wrong angle, so I had to wait for my mom to come back from work so I can ask her to take another reference photo with me. Big thing is always use reference. I'm a big advocate for using yourself as reference. It's just a way more organic way of, taking better reference, in my opinion, because a lot of times you'll see people using the same reference on Instagram, especially on Instagram, and it's just I don't like using the same reference as other people, because that just makes for too similar artwork. Even if people share different art styles, I feel like it's too apparent. If you know the reference, it's just shit, we use the same reference, kind of, man, I don't like this now. I don't like this very much. But yeah. Here I used the same outfit I used for Leo's solo painting I think the other week. I don't know when I drew it, but yeah, I was just well, I wanna give it that battle attire, because usually I have him in a crop top, but since this piece is very adventurous, I wanted him to have a more cooler, more adventurous fit. And oh wait, I have a note right here on my phone regarding Leo's hair. My friends told me I painted Leo's hair really softly in one of the older paintings from last year, and I was like, damn, I want to get that compliment again, I'll be honest. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'll try to make it soft, but I really like spiky hair, man. I really like how I make spiky hair look. Like Ray's blonde hair right there, so nice and spiky and punk. I love that. I really do. But yeah, like Leo's hair is very soft. Even in the book I always describe it as like soft and luscious and stuff like that. So I had to find like a nice balance between making it spiky and soft. But yeah, I think I kind of hit it. I was definitely struggling with all the I'll go back. Excuse me. With all the spikes and the strands, because he's upside down, right? That was also a fun part of this whole painting. The challenge was like to give everyone like a more dynamic pose, and having Leo like upside down, and you see him like foreshortening with his whole head, like covering most of his torso. I mean, not most of his torso, but you know, like he's covering a good portion of his torso with his head because it's like directly in the front of the viewer. But yeah, I was like, I don't really want to like, even though it would have made more sense. Usually when you draw someone upside down, the hair obviously like has to like, you know, be pulled towards the earth because of gravity. But what I was like, I didn't want to really remove the bangs because I love the bangs so much. They're so cute. So I kind of broke a rule here, like a logical rule, but I was like, fuck it. So I was just like, yeah, let's just continue on. As long as it looks good, it's cool, you know? As long as it looks cute and cool, it's fine. We don't have to care about it too much. Leo's pose is completely drawn from my imagination. I only pose for Lei and Ray. It's kind of awkward, but basically I have like a chair that can bend a little backward, and I put my phone like on a higher place to take like a top-down photo of me. And I will not put them up, by the way. Now you will not see those photos. I'm so sorry. Unless you're a good friend of mine, then you can see them. But basically, I took those photos. They're very goofy, of course, but they helped me materialize the pose in the painting a lot more believable. And that's what you want to do. You know, you don't have to necessarily draw realistic, because I'm a big advocate for having more fun and more like semi-realism, more stylized cheese in your artwork than realism. So. Not to say that you still have to care about anatomy and everything, but you know, as long as it's believable, it's alright. You know, you can pass it off because it's art. You know, you're not trying to make like a math. You're not trying to solve like a math equation that has to be like 100% logical and stuff like that. Like, I'm here for the fun, bro. And this painting was really, really a lot of fun. Now, with Lei, she usually wears a red leather jacket. That's like her main attire in the first act of the book. And luckily, I do have a black leather jacket. Even though it's not made of leather, it's more like a felt thing. So it's felt. I don't know how to like say it. I don't remember the material, but it's more like a, yeah, I don't know. It's more like, it's not wool, right? It's more like texture. It's not leather, you know, because it's like a biker jacket. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a biker jacket, not a leather jacket. I'm a fraud, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, now you can see me like complete Leo's arm almost. I think that's a part, or will I jump around? I don't even see what I'm painting right now in the time lapse. Oh, okay, now it's a top. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to make like cool. You know how like military uniforms, or like I don't know what kind of clothes they are, but those like pads on the shoulders, and they're like fluffy and have like folds. They look like very cool. I wanted to have like that type of vibe on the shoulder, because they also match Leo's spiky soft hair. And yeah, then I have to like rework a little bit of Ray's pants, because I figured it's very basic compared to the other two's outfits. And you know, I don't want to give my boy like the treatment of like, men have like not men, but you know, like male characters have like boring design. I was like, nah, bro, I gotta drip my boy out. I can't do this. I really can't. Like, not my husband. Come on now. So yeah, I tried to give him like these like Nomura inspired like belts everywhere, but I was like, that's a bit too much. I'll end up erasing the two belts on his left leg actually, because I figured now that's too much. But here you can see me paint a leather jacket, and the leather jacket I really got better over the years. The trick is really just to add a lot of folds to make it believable, to make the material more believable, you know? It's just really cool. And what you should always do, you can already see it in my the way I painted Leo's hair. But whenever you paint something, don't just go for the main color. That's like the main issue. You're never supposed to, like, if you paint like a red apple, don't paint it like red and then shade it with, like, I don't know, like a darker red. Like, put in some blue, you know, like reflection from the global illumination. Put in some, like, I don't know, like SSS, you know, subsurface scattering. Like, put in some like stark orange somewhere, like a highlight, like a specular reflection. You know, just like experiment with more sheesh. As you can see, I dropped like a lot of purple in lace ray, okay, lace red leather jacket, just to make it more visually interesting. And then her pants are black, of course. As you can see, I put also purple in there for the global illumination. Like, you just have like a lot of colors drop in everywhere, basically. As you can see in the Ray's pants, I put in red. Not red, but it's like a desaturated red as the highlight to make it more like torn and ripped and stuff. Oh my god, Lay's boot was so fun because I did not give a fuck about the laces. It actually looks like AI generated because I was just like, okay, I'll just cook it like this. Because I know I always put like a vignette at the end, so I was like, I'm just gonna make it like darker so I don't have to cook a lot. And I got fed up at this point because I love making military boots. They're really cool, but yeah, I couldn't be bothered at that point. I was just like, nah, you know what, fuck it, I'll just cook it. Like, it looks believable, you know, if you don't pay attention. I don't know how many laces I drew, even if it makes sense or not, but it kind of does, I guess, so it's alright, whatever. You know, the form is okay. I got, you know, you just gotta reference real life shoes. Yeah, that's honestly the issue. Finally, we're also gonna make, like, Lay not bold. We're finally gonna give her, like, her signature white hair. The one half is shorter than the other. I love it. It's so like, I don't give a fuck attitude. It's so literally everything that is like what Lay stands for. I don't even say what I'm painting right now. Hold on. It's like sometimes oh my god. Sometimes I'm worried that the thing is like stuck somewhere, but no. Then I realized, no, I'm just painting somewhere like an intricate details. For example, like the hands are always like so small. But we are about to witness a change, because I figured it's a bit flat, so why not remove the shirt and give her abs? Because I wanted to make new people see that Lay has abs. She's like trained, she's buff as fuck. You can't see her muscles because she has her, you know, signature red leather jacket, but whatever. Now, the hairstyle is very cool. Usually I kind of struggle with drawing it, but since it's like people are like in the air right now, they're like crashing through, like, not the sound barrier, but like more, they're just like flying through the air, so it's gonna be a little more violent than usual, so it can be, you know, rougher. I don't have to like define that much of like a shape, but still have like the shapes be like you know, recognizable. If you look at another painting of her, you should be able to go like, oh yeah, that's Lay, I know that character, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, honestly, so far at that point I was thinking to myself, okay, this is the base drawing. What I mean by base drawing is I'm rendering everything without any effects, because you'll see pretty soon, in a couple of minutes, I go very hard with overlay, color dodge, glow dodge, soft light layers. I give everything a lot more depth, so even if it looks cool right now, it will be 1,000 times cooler by the end of the painting. That's how it always works for me. Yeah, now near the end I was like thinking to myself, okay, let me redefine like a few shadows by myself without the help of soft light layers, because I always feel like I'm relying too much, and I should be able to do it by myself, but you know, as long as I'm able to do it, I can do it, you know, it's okay. You know, I don't gotta stress that much, so it's fine. What's missing right now is obviously, you know, Leo's cakes, his shoes. Alright, buddy. I slept into the British accent right there, oh my goodness. And Lay's katana sheath. Yeah, for the Converse, obviously, you know, Converse, I love the shoes, bro. They give peak emo energy, which, you know, Leo is basically my self-insert character, so I have to give him, like, the stuff I like. Oh man, whatever. I used a 3D model on the internet I found on Sketchfab, I think, for reference. So I just like, you know, rotated the camera, yada yada. I could have used my own, honestly, but I was too lazy to get up, and I was like, nah, let me just search for a 3D model, and then I just referenced it and yada yada. With stuff that is less in the foreground and more in the background, you don't want to put a lot of detail on it, because you want the focus to be primarily in this, you know, in the focus area of the painting, which is more like a weird oval shape, U shape. I don't know. I'll probably draw like a line for you to see, to like understand what I mean. Oh, we dropped them with the background. Okay, so my note here says orange underpainting for the background, as the old masters did. I don't know if the old masters did that actually. I just know it's like a technique used by landscape artists to like give orange underpainting and then like, you know, draw the blue sky over it and stuff like that. It's obviously more used in traditional paint because it makes more sense to use that in traditional paint. But I was just like, you know, let me just pay respects real quick and then do it. So for the background, I was very already locked in on what I wanted, because I saw Ross Draws, my favorite artist, paint a really cool Kiki's Delivery Service fan art, and you know, I'm very happy that he's back, and he's still inspiring me to this day, bro. It's been so long, like so many years, and he's still like, you know, just being the GOAT for me. And it's really cool, because I saw this painting and I was like, damn, I really love this perspective, this top-down view of a landscape, like this perspective and the dynamicism, if that's a word, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like, oh, shit. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I really want that. And the main challenge, once I cooked up the background, obviously I looked at references and stuff whatnot is crazy, okay, and stuff like that. And I found out that I will be struggling a lot with the green tones, because the green of Ray's jacket and the green of the background are colliding. So there you can see, I switched the colors, because I was like, okay, fuck, I need to somehow like rescue this. Not rescue, but I need to like shift the tones a lot. And here's what I did. You know, I shifted the green to a more purplish blue to make Ray's green jacket like its own thing, to not like let it get swallowed by the silhouette or something. I needed like clear visual separation of the characters and the background, because I did not want to have like one thing get cooked by the other thing. Basically what happened here is I put a little bit of a, what was it called? Glow dodge to, you know, to make the sunshine basically. And I put it usually in areas where I want the viewer's eyes to focus. As you can see, I'm cleaning up the Leo's top because I didn't cook the edgy thing, the spiky thing. Just a reference for the top, by the way. I just imagine it would be really cool to have like two spiky things go down. And yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna go in with soft light. Oh, did I do that already? I did not pay attention. Oh my god. I think it's already done though, because I'm cooking the background right now. What I did is like, yeah, you can see, yeah, I'm adding like grass patches somewhere because I thought like vegetation is not cooking. And there, I was right. I'm cooking the soft light layer. Oh my god, I'm so good. My memory is so peak. Basically, what's happening with the soft light layer, I'm clipping it towards the skin layers of the characters, and I'm deepening the shadows. I'm lighting the shadows that need to be lightened more. I have a minute left. Oh my god, Jesus. Alright, a minute and 20 or something. But basically what's happening here is I'm putting more blue patches where I feel like the green was too much. And yeah, I redrew the clouds so often because I didn't know how to cook them properly. I just wanted them to have like a nice like white patches, but not too like blinding white where, okay, it's like, okay, I'm just looking at the background now. So yeah. Basically what's happening here is I resized Ray's hair because I realized, okay, I drew it too small and it makes it look like his cranium is really small and I didn't want that. I'm giving Ray a little bit more dynamicism with his jacket. I'm like flipping it upward. That's honestly just a cover up so I didn't have to draw the other hand because I was too lazy to shoot another reference pic, I'll be honest. But it kind of worked though. It's kind of nice. It gives it more of a wind flare. And yeah, now I'm putting more like highlights. I'm putting of course the particles the streaks of glowing light, of course, as always. I have 16 seconds left. Oh my god. A few more grass patches, the vignette effect, and a little bit of color contrasting, color correction afterwards, of course. And that was basically it. Yeah. It's all about like blurring a little bit. What I did with the grass fields, for example, as you can see here, I'll do like a quick like zoom time thing, not zoom lapse. Zoom lapse? Zoom lapse. Alright, this is a zoom lapse now, I don't care. After the painting has been made, what I usually like to do is going into different layers and adjust the contrast via the tone curve. Also, sometimes I'll just double the vignette effect because I feel like it can go even darker and bring a more stronger focus into the painting. So don't be afraid to just duplicate layers as well. One thing I forgot to mention is to say that I have a painting, yeah, no shit. I have a brush that lets me do a really cool grazy texture. It's like very scratchy, and I usually use it for freckles or just to give the skin a more textured look. And for this painting it was really helpful because it's a painting which doesn't really allow me to go into depth of the skin, and as I said before, I really like painting faces. So really any texture brush that lets me add texture without too much rendering is such a nice helpful thing. Same with the way I made the lining for the clothes. If you zoom in, excuse me, not the lining, sorry, the seam. The seam of the clothing, like the seam of the jacket or the seam of the leather jacket, it's just a dotted line basically, but it gives you enough information to work with and to make you understand. It's like, okay, yeah, I see, this is like a real clothing thing. You know, it's not metallic chain like his neck or like the earrings. It's something else. It's a different material. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to be realistic at all. You just have to give enough visual information to make people understand, okay, this is clothing, this is hair, this is skin, you know? Study materials, you know, as I said before. Study different materials. And I think that should be about it, honestly. Alright, I would like to say thank you very much if you made it to this part of the video, and if you really watched the whole thing, hats off to you, soldier. You are a fighter. Yeah, alright. Hopefully the next video will be a more scripted one and not very chaotic. I apologize, I'm not really good at talking out of like memory. As you can see, I started a lot, okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, alright. Thank you so much, and if you like this stuff, please subscribe, and I hope you like the painting as much as I do, because I really hold it dear to my heart now. Yeah, alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Woo!